Welcome to 7 Tarot. To become an experienced navigator, you need to get lost once in a while. And before you know it, you don't need a map at all to show you the stars. Here, in these videos, we dive deep into remote viewing, a powerful ability to perceive events, people, and places beyond time and space. Using this intuitive practice, which can also be known as automatic drawing and writing, we explore past, present, and future predictions, uncovering hidden truths the tarot cards cannot give you alone, and revealing messages the universe wants you to hear. Through remote viewing, we access information beyond the 5 senses, offering detailed insights that can help you navigate life with confidence and clarity. If you're seeking answers, guidance, or a deeper connection to the unknown, you're in the right place. Subscribe and join the journey. Let's unlock the mysteries together.
Aquarius, just a quick one. So, our house in the middle of our street. Our house in the middle of our... So, are you in the middle of moving or renovating or cleaning? This came up in another reading, and I think it may have been around Leo. Now, I read in numerology, which means that Leo and Aquarius are both major arcana 8s. And because the 8s are attached to a star sign, meaning Aquarius is the star, and that's an 8, and Leo, the lion, is an 8 strength. So because they're both 8s, you can watch that reading of Leo at any point. It doesn't matter if you've got it in your chart. If you're like Aquarius Venus, Aquarius Mercury, Aquarius Moon, Aquarius Sun. If you don't have any Leo in your chart, you can watch Leo readings, okay? Because I read in numerology, and that's the way that it works for me, and that's the way that I decipher a lot of things. I might have to have my cards out in order for the camera to focus there. For some reason, it's not focusing. But anyway, so if you can't see it will kind of come clear in a moment. So I'm hearing the name Claire Street. I've got a feeling here this is about moving. We're moving house, moving home, okay? Or we're clearing out a room in our house. Why is that not? There we go. Let's have some brighter cards, shall we? But it feels like that you are possibly moving or renovating a house for someone or something. Now, when I say someone, that is either like a baby, and I'm like a grandma or a grandmother. I'm having like my grandchildren coming to stay. Okay. Or grandparents or my parents. But either way, I'm having people over. So I need to renovate or make room in my house for... Now, I'm also hearing, like I said, something. So the name Steve was a thing. Okay. Like I said, if it isn't a physical person, it's an object. Okay. Meaning, well, pretty much like me, really. I have Venus in Aquarius. I've just ordered a machine in order to help cut out these cards that I've made. Okay, this is the prototype. It's not the actual card. It's the prototype card that you can win in the raffle if you like. But like, it's like I've ordered a machine, or I've got a machine. And because of that, I need more space, more room. Then again, room. So it might be where, like I said, I'm clearing out my room to make room for something that is arriving. Now, if you're in anything like new and you got a boyfriend or girlfriend, and they don't live with you, this is kind of like I'm making room for you to stay, okay, or move in with me. If it isn't moving in with me, it's kind of like that I need more room in my house, so we might be considering getting a bigger house or apartment, okay, because it's like, because I am picking up some people that may be like new commitments, new relationships, and because I am hearing for a lot of you rushing into buying something or rushing into moving in. Okay. So I'm picking up like a Sag energy or like a life path 5, maybe Taurus, because they are 5s. And it feels like that it's urgent. Okay. Now I'm also hearing agent. That would also be like a 007. So it could be like a life path 7 or Cancerian. Then I'm picking up removals. Removal van. Tip run. Wow. So quite a few messages really, Aquarius or Leo. Agency. It's like I need to contact my agent, like my housing agent or the agent that has my house, right? Because I need to inform them that, I don't know, say like I've got another tenant. And you might do this for a living, right? You have your own agreed tenancy and blah, blah, blah. You may also be from Tennessee whiskey, but Tennessee, right? I'm also picking up someone that drinks Hennessy whiskey, or the name Henderson or Hens or Henny, something like that, or Kenny. Rogers. So Roger, Kenny or Roger. But I need to speak to my agency because I could have another tenant, which means that they may be moving in. And if they're moving in, I need to inform my agency the fact that we are now living together and we need to do all of the legal requirements, paperwork, right? So I need to cross all the I's and the T's, dot the I's and cross the T's, go over paperwork with the agency because of something. Then I'm also picking up a modeling agency. And I'm also picking up a pay-per-view agency. It's like a cam girl. Cam girl agency. Okay, so I have someone that deals with my photos, prints, Bel Air, from Bel Air, or an air sign, or my signboards. So we're kind of merging into another message now where it's to do with a printing agency, and it's an emergency. And I'm also picking up people that work for like the NHS, that's Britain, medical services. So people that like doctors, hospitals, medical service, maybe ADHD, like appointments, doctors, ADHD, agency. I need to speak to my agent, or I need to speak to my therapist, or whichever way around it is a message for you this week that's kind of coming up. I'm picking up like I need to speak to my agent, and then also news agent. So some of you, it may be to do with, like I said, moving, agent, moving house, someone moving in or considering buying a house or a home, and I need to speak to the person that's in charge of buying this house or home. Or I have my own house or home, someone's moving in, I need to speak to the people that own the house to see if the person can move in. Okay, some of you may be like renovating and building something on the side of it, and you need to speak to a building contractor in order to have things built, because you can't just go and build something on land without permission. So I need permission, tickets, blah, 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 in order to be able to do something. And whatever that is, I need to be able to speak to my agent first before I do it. Now, the agent is also coming up as a printing agent, okay, like a news agent. Okay, so news agent. So it would be like paper, basically. So unless you're writing a book, a thesis, or something like that to do with around schools, okay, and an agent of a book or something, okay, or Brooks, if it isn't anything to do with that, then it could be news, meaning paper. So it means like printing, which is exactly what I'm doing at the moment. So I will briefly let you know, for a lot of you, I have spoken to my printing company, and they're helping me out with a couple of things for a start, so I can get what everybody keeps asking for. I am not working, everybody, when I'm not on here. Trust me, I am illustrating every single day, and I've pretty much got 3 decks, different decks that are now all illustrated, and one of them I am so excited about. Okay, but this is the very first one. It is a prototype. Okay, this one is about my spiritual journey through spiritual stuff. So the first deck that I made, and you can win it on the raffle. But within the next couple of days, I think, there will be 6 decks that are available to buy. I do have to make the box because I do not have a box yet. If you're not bothered about a box, then that's okay, because I'll just wrap them in cling film and send them off. But I don't have a box. But if you guys do want to buy these, then, like I said, it will be on a first come, first serve, because I cannot get all of the work done that quickly. So there will only be about 6 available to buy, but there'll always be one in order to be able to win on the raffle. That is below, okay? When I put them up for sale, it will be on the stand store that I run below, okay? But it will include the fact that you will have to pay for shipping, because I live in the UK. So whatever it is, it will be the price of the deck, and then including that you will have to also include shipping, okay? So I'll figure all of that out, but it will be available for you to buy if you want them. So the best place for you in order to be able to get in contact for that is Facebook, okay? Because that's the first place that I will post to say that there are 6 decks available. If you are on my business pages below, which is the raffles and readings more than likely, that is where you will see that first if you do want one, okay? Because like I said, there will only be 6 available. And then when we go from there and I make money, I will hopefully be able to add to my company and my business and be able to make more, okay? But at the moment, it will only be 6. Trust me, that isn't bad going for about 2 months. Even though the amount of fucking complaints that I've had from someone that is on the Pisces reading this morning, I don't know why I keep belittling myself in order to be able to keep responding to someone that has no fucking idea, man. I am so sick to death of naysayers and people, bruv. It's this person, man, I have given free readings to over years on live readings, and started to complain to say that your readings now are full of gobbledygook, nonsense bollocks that doesn't make any sense. And all of the stuff that was worth anything, like the readings, are now behind a paywall of $4 per month. Wow. Right. Then proceeded to tell me that I earn so much more money than what you do. Well, if you do and you can't afford to spend $4 to help me out, there's a big, I'm not going to go into it, man. It's just people, bruv. Right? If these don't make sense, this channel now is about channeling. If you are a half-wit and you don't know what channeling is, and you don't understand a psychic medium, and you don't enjoy something different other than the 80,000 people you persisted to tell me that do that do free readings on YouTube. Believe me, there isn't one person on YouTube that does it free unless they're trying to build up their channel to get paid. Everybody on YouTube that does readings do it to get paid. Believe me, if they're not getting paid, they are somehow. Believe me, right? So you can fall for the hype if you think that people on YouTube physically enjoy doing shit for free to get nowhere in life, and they have time to do that and not actually go to work. YouTube is about a job. It is a job. Okay. Full-time job. But why am I sorry, Aquarius, man? My Scorpio side's coming out. So sorry, I don't mean to go on a rant, but people get on my fucking nerves, man. Disrespect. Some people that you help out for a very long time, and then they suddenly turn against you because they're not getting things that they want for free. But then they persist to tell you that they have so much money that can't even afford to spend $4 per month to help the channel and watch your tarot on the join button. I mean, what the hell? Anyway, never mind. So Aquarius, very briefly, go over your channel messages that I am picking up. This week, you will be facing things about people contacting you, business ideas, business growth to do with your business, printing, companies, paper, and all stuff like that, news agents, an agency, modeling contracts, or an agency to do with around moving. Okay, I need to speak to the contractor if I am building and stuff like that. I have a contract, and that contract might mean where I need tickets and paperwork signing and so on and so forth. So I'm picking up some men that are now watching also. All right, guys, how you doing? You understand my pain? Actually, this person was a guy. Anyway, like I have got contracts, blah, blah, blah. I need tickets. I need them signing like a digger ticket, a ticket to go on site. Okay, I might be a construction worker and I need certain tickets and certain products. Some of you like could be painting, decorating. You may do this on art and paper, but you may also do this as a living, which means that someone could be a painter and decorator. There are contracts. There are things that you are going to need to stock up on this week. I am now also getting messages around stock. Okay, I need more stock. If I want to sell my stock, I need more stock to make the stuff to sell it. Okay, so there are going to be this week or this month, there are going to be agreements that you are going to have to sign some kind of legal binding contract. Now, I wouldn't say buying products is a legal binding contract. So a legal binding contract would be like a large purchase. So we go back to the messages of like where people could be moving, okay, or someone moving in, and I need to sign a contract to say that they now live here, okay, or I now live here, and I've moved residency, which means I need to contact doctors, the hospitals, the blah, 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 to say that I've moved, to change my address, to get all of my paperwork and all of my letters all transferred over from one to another address. Then I'm also picking up like bank accounts. I need things transferring from this bank account to this bank account. Some of you could be entrepreneurial and you've got certain things going on with different accounts. I'm definitely picking up on accountancy. So I'm now also picking up on tax. Okay. Some of you could be loaning money or borrowing money from someone where it goes from one account over to another account. Okay. So that would also be like product buying and selling, as well as probably borrowing. Okay. Because it's like I might need to borrow money from the bank. I might need to borrow money from a loved one. I may need some products and stuff that I can't afford. Some of this could be tax related, blah, 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 so on and so forth. So I need to borrow or lend money, or I need to pay a bill that I haven't paid. I'm picking up people that also do things for a living that buy stock. Now, I don't know if that's stock market, but it's like I have purchased and bought a load of stock for my business. I may have got it on where these people that do this in Britain, if they are like a builder, or they are a paint and decorator, or a plumber, or a like bricklaying and stuff like that, they go into a place in Britain called like Travis and Perkins, or they go into shops where they sell paint, and they get a load of stock, and they more than likely take it away with them. They use it throughout the month, but they don't pay for it then and there, which means that I have to go back to the company to pay for the stock that I've used, right? That is going to be a bill or something this week that I have to pay. Sorry, we're going on to page 2. Something that I have to pay. Then I'm also hearing, but I don't want to. That's got to be tax. Majority of people don't want to pay tax. Then I'm hearing income tax plus VAT. That. So again, I'm sorry, I am from the UK. I am not American. So I don't know if you get that in America. In the UK, say if, for instance, right, if I'm having these cards cut out and it costs me £5 to have a deck of cards cut out, right? It cost me £5. It would also then say plus VAT. VAT is a certain percent. That would be probably £1. £1 in VAT. So that's £5 to cut out a deck. £1 VAT equals £6 per deck, right? For instance, I'm just giving you a rendition of what VAT is. It's like tax, okay? If you own a company, you charge the person that's doing it the VAT. So then when you have to pay it, you're not really paying it. They are, right? The consumer. Okay, so you add VAT. Okay, that. So I'm picking up where people may do this for a living, or you're buying in like bulk buying. And then I'm also hearing bulk eating. ADHD. 2 messages there, Aquarius. So bulk buying everything as products in bulk so I can save money. This could also be Amazon, where you on Amazon, I do this myself, where you can subscribe. Please make sure you subscribe below. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. But I have a subscription to say like Amazon. Okay. There is also an Amazon link below that you can buy some stuff for me if you like. I really would appreciate it. It's a wish list. Okay. But like I'm on the Amazon subscription. For me, for instance, I'm on there. There are certain products that I have every week or month. These are one of them. There's slim, extra slim filters that I use when I smoke. Put it in the end of my cigarette. Okay. I also have a subscription of, here we go, look, I'll show you. This is what I drink. Builds, okay, for whey drinks, diet whey. Okay, protein powder. I always have protein powder. So because I do, and it will always be delivered, I can get 15% off because I've subscribed to a weekly or monthly or 6 monthly condition that will be delivered every 6 months. If it is, I get 15% off. If I have 6 products or more, I end up getting 20% off the whole bundle. So they deliver it every 6 months. I earn and save, right? So meaning that if you buy things in bulk, you get things cheaper. Something like that is here for you this week. Some of that is involving your work, your job, and stuff that you do, or that you are offering this kind of service. If you buy this many or this much, you get this much off, blah, 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 offering a deal. I'll do you a deal, blah, 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 so on and so forth, right? Looking for deals or offering deals or both. Okay. bargain shopping. Some of you, this is like shopping network. Okay, I go shopping, I look for a load of cheap products that I can buy cheap and run my family on cheap products, right? But because I'm buying bulk loads of stuff, something like that. Okay, shopping network. Then I'm hearing a lot of you is bulk eating. Now, the only reason I mention people with ADHD is because I have it myself. And the fact that that is a natural, or name Natalie, but that is a natural condition of ADHD, which is bulk eating, which means that I basically go throughout the whole day and I forget to eat because I'm on such a buzz that I'm forgetting to actually eat. And then at the end of the day, my energy's crashed and I'm fucking crashed and burned. And then I am looking for dopamine. So because I don't have dopamine receptors, I look to bulk load all of my food. Become late at night, I'm fucking starving, Dave. Starving, Marvin, Ank, or Martin. Or Martina. Shaken, not stirred, life path 7, Cancerian. Somebody could be drinking alcohol, but that, you know, might be all everybody. Bulk eating, bulk buying, and also bulk eating. So there could be an eating mess. Eaten mess, that would be someone from Wales, I think. Is it Wales or Scotland they do eat a mess? Can't remember. I think it's Wales. Eaten mess. That's another fine mess you've got me into, Stanley. So Pisces, because that came from the Pisces reading. Making a mess. Things are all in a mess. It does come from the Pisces reading. So if any of you are like me, where you're a Pisces sun, but you've got Aquarius, Venus, and Mercury, you could well be in this reading where that is now coming through. That there seems to be a lot of clutter and a lot of mess. That may be why people are making room and cleaning up the mess, right? Cleaning up the mess that I am making or made. Okay. Was there in briny or bridey or bridesmaid? Don't know. Wedding invitations. I'm picking up someone that runs a wedding, or named Wendy, a wedding business. Wedding cakes, baking or baker, baking cakes, chicks. Why have I put chicks? Or like people that do, okay, so you're getting married, brilliant. So do you want to contact us? Yes. Okay, so like a wedding planner, okay? So it might not be where you're actually getting married. You could be. If you are, great, congratulations. But I'm picking up people that are doing like flower arranging, wedding cakes, birthday cakes, for like weddings, for venues. So I'm definitely picking up people that are like very creative, and whatever it is that you're doing, Aquarius, you're kind of using it to your best ability, which means that I've got ideas and blah, 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 and so on and so forth, right? And I'm buying everything in bulk to start a business and get it all up and running and blah, blah, blah. I'll give you a little bit of word of advice through what I've been doing, Aquarius, even though some people kick off and get pissed off when I start talking on a YouTube channel that requires talking. But I believe in free hard work for a start, and then whatever it is that you do hopefully pays off in the end. So if, for instance, what you guys haven't really been seeing on here so much is because I'm starting to start up a new company, which is a printing company, right? So I've been buying products, I've been buying machines, because I've got loads of things that I want to do. T-shirts, hats, cups, mugs, not for on here. Well, it can be, but mainly for around where I live, right? So for instance, why this also does relate to me, as it should you, is because I've been cleaning out a bedroom and also a garage. So I can move all of my stuff into the garage, start up a company, start a business, start printing, start doing all boxes and labels and blah, 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 and then selling them online because I already have a consumer basis, which is YouTube. Okay. So when you start to look at productivity of like, because sometimes some people think, okay, well, just put it on Etsy and that I'll just be able to sell things straight on Etsy. No, it doesn't work that way. You've got to have consumers first before you start to make products. Okay. Because you can make a load of products and not be able to sell them. So you got to make sure that you got the clients to sell before you make the product. Okay. Because I just don't want to see people like, okay, I've got a really good idea. I'm making shitloads of products, but I've got no one to buy them. But I'll make all the products, spend all my money, and then probably, hopefully not, get let down by the amount of products though, right? So what I'm feeling out is for a lot of you, you're kind of working out these strategies of like, okay, if I make so on and so forth and adding it all up, what's my profits, what's my margins, how much can I afford to spend, how much is costing me on product, how much would it cost to start a business? If I did, where would the people come from, so on and so forth, what could I sell, you know, that sort of stuff. Me, for instance, I look around where I live, right? Like where I live, we are very much now, well, we live in a very small town, which is also very fortunate for people that have like creative ideas, because majority of the shops where I live close. And they close down because they basically open up the same shops as everybody else does. They don't do anything different. They just open up a shop that is exactly the same as another one, and then they compete with one another, and they find that they're struggling. Instead of someone thinking, you know what, let's take a look around where it is that I live. What isn't there? What would people really like? What could I sell, right? So, okay, well, I think this is a really good idea. People around where I live may well want to buy this if I do a really good job of it, right? So, for instance, right, I've got some really good ideas about some comedy T-shirts, right? So, with sayings that we all do around this town that relate to this town. Okay, we say this, and British people, and they got like slang words and stuff on it, and blah blah blah, right? So, a load of PNG file vector prints, right? And then printing them onto a T-shirt that has speech bubbles on that say certain things that make people fucking laugh, right? Because I'm actually good at that, right? Go at the pub, go at the boozer, walk around with them in town. Fucking hell, bro, that's a really cool T-shirt. Where'd you get that from? I made it. Really? Can I have one? Of course you can. How much? 20 quid, Dave. Brilliant. I want one too, Bill. I want one too, Steve. Do you? Do you like it? What do you want it to say on it? Oh, can I have my name, this, that? But of course you can, right? How much? 20 quid. Brilliant. What do you have? Consumers. You have, like, you got to wear what you have. You've got to be able to show what you do, right? You know what I'm saying? You probably don't want to know that, but it's up to you. But that sort of stuff is in your messages for this week, Aquarius, right? Take it all, take some of it, take whatever you like. I don't really mind what you do with it, right? So figuring out tax. Tax is also here, right? How much is this going to cost me in tax? Making sure that you've got receipts for everything that you're buying and doing, keeping receipts, putting your receipts in, your return in, right? Whether that's because it isn't the tax year, but if you are starting businesses and companies, always make sure that what it is that you're selling and buying is tax deductible and that your receipts are all in a folder to give to the tax people when they need it, right? Something like that coming up for some of you. Then you've got bulk eating, bulk buying, dieting, maybe bulk whey, diet whey, bulk whey, protein shakes, protein drinks, cooking, baking, shops, opening company, food, tax, printing, printing company, buying, ADHD, doctor's appointments, VAT, appointments for ADHD, doctors, hospital appointments. What else did we have for messages for you? That was it. Making room and clearing out space for something. Because I really am picking up that people are either physically moving house or they're converting a space in their house to be able to earn money. So it's like, instead of renting out a building, I work from home, but I need more room in order to do what I want to do. And there you go, right? So you've kind of got that. Renovating, clearing, cleaning, moving, agency, agent. Now, if you forgot about any of these, there you go. There's the reminder. Okay. So there you go, Aquarius. There is your very quick 35-minute channeled messages from Spirit. If they are anywhere near right what you are experiencing this week, then please let me know below so I don't feel like I'm going crazy, so we can ridicule all of the nasty, narky people that do like to complain. Let's put out loads of love and light and positivity into the comment section just to outshine all of the people that moan, complain about free shit. Okay, I really would love to hear from you, so please leave a comment. If you would like to help out the channel, it's up to you, but there is a raffle below where you can win that deck. I think it's like £1.50, which is like, I don't know, I think it's nearly $2, but not quite, to enter the raffle. But there are bulk offers, meaning 2 tickets, buy 3 tickets, buy 4, get 10, 15, 20 tickets, right? The more you purchase, the more free tickets you get, basically. If you would like a personal reading, you can find the links provided below. But I think I might be taking the one-on-one readings off and just doing the recorded readings, because I'm just getting a lot of shit left, right, and centre with very negative people and whatnot, and I'm finding it much better to just distance myself from people, because I can't be doing with people, because I'm empathic and I'm just sick to death of twats. Sorry, but I just am. I just can't stand, well, people, really. I just think they're fucking annoying. Not all of you, obviously, right, man, but I just just can't be doing it. So you can order a recorded reading if you want. If you want to join the join button below, come join us. That is where you will find your tarot. Unfortunately, people that are on YouTube, they need to use their mouth, they need to speak, and they also do need to earn money. If people didn't earn money, they wouldn't be able to afford to be here, sitting at home, thinking of ideas, executing their plans, doing the best that they can, instead of having to get up every morning and going to work where they wouldn't have time to do YouTube. So it is a business. That is the way that it runs. If you don't have a YouTube channel, then please don't leave your opinion. Thank you so much, Aquarius, for joining the show. Really do appreciate it. And all links are provided below, guys, and I will see you soon.
The way we connect, more than sex, on a level higher plane we expect. The threats from outsiders who find our bond too strong, unwilling to understand that it's much more than a crush, much more than funds. Top with the boss status, never giving it up, always living it up. Mayday, we stay billing the skunk. Major capers with my belated, always there and I can't forsake it. Banter flaming, we talk for ages.
Leave the sound, leave it alone. Reggae music, forever and ever and ever. Yo, leave the sound alone. Only we ourselves can elevate ourselves. Demented, them can't look off the dance. We are jump on bros. Goliath and the old that arrogance represent like the 7 magnificent. Rise up, mighty nation. From like the rock of Gibraltar, can't we up on a scale. One no bad vibes.